jazz. Hey, Bill Stein here, back in Greenwich Village by the Village Vanguard. This is one of the oldest jazz clubs in New York. 1935 it opened up, and up until 1957, it wasn't just jazz, it was beat poetry, folk music, and in 57 it became exclusive with jazz. Coltrane played here, Miles Davis, Jerry Mulligan, Dizzy Gillespie, Charlie Parker, Thelonious Monk. They all played the Village Vanguard. It's a very small club, which is like about 120 seats. It's in the basement. The other clubs now, jazz clubs, are Smalls, which is down the block, and the Blue Note. Got a little letter I want to read. Usually read the letters after the end of the shoot, but this one's very apropos to read right now. Dear Mr. Stein, I'm a 35-year-old man with 2 small children. For the past 10 years, I've been selling home and auto insurance for a large company. I am bored out of my mind and looking for a different direction. I remember a while back, a woman asked you advice on becoming a poet, and your advice to her was against it because she wasn't an intellect. What I'm thinking of is trying to make a living as either an artist or musician. What's the one quality someone should have to pursue a career in either of that profession? Anxiously waiting for your answer. Signed, Bobby Knapp. All right, Bobby. Here's the deal. You need a good imagination to be an artist or a musician. How do you know you have a good imagination? If your child comes home from school one day with a drawing, and in the drawing is a blue banana, and you say to your child, "Oh, blue banana, that's fascinating, how cool, that blue banana." Then you have an imagination. You can be an artist or a musician. But if he comes home with that blue banana, and you say to the kid, "Blue banana, bananas are yellow. Next time you make a banana, make sure that banana's yellow." Then you don't have an imagination. If I was you, I would stick to insurance. That's my advice. Notice I'm wearing black. When you live in Greenwich Village, you gotta have black. This is my summer black. I go spring black and winter black and fall black. This is my summer black. Over here, this is Tiles for America. You'll see coming up here a van. Now, Tiles for America was put in right after September 11th. But why is it at this location? Because right down the street is where the 9/11 site, the old World Trade Center site. But the reason it's here is right around the corner was a shop called Our Name is Mud. And what they did was they would make already bisque ceramics, like either bowls, plates, vases, mugs, and tiles. So you'd go in there, you'd buy a piece, you'd glaze it, they would fire it for you, and then you'd walk out with a finished bowl, a mug. So when 9/11 happened, people started going in there and decorating square tiles dedicated to the 9/11 tragedy. You know, like God Bless America, Never Again, Will Always Have You in My Hearts, and they attached them to a fence. Now you can come up here, come away. All right, originally, this van wasn't here. This is sort of new. That building wasn't there. That building you're looking at, this ugly, hideous, I don't know what, you can't even put it in an architectural term. That was built by the city of New York. That's owned by the Transit Authority. Now that's the ventilation system. Helps ventilate the subways that go underneath there. What stood there before that was just an empty lot. And around the empty lot was a chain link fence. So people started making these tiles, they attached them to the chain link fence. When they put this building and they took the fence down, they stored the tiles. They reopened this up a few years ago, so they put another chain link fence around there, and they put the tiles back there. That's Tiles for America. But this is called Mulry Square, even though it's a triangle, Mulry Square, named after Thomas Mulry. He was the president of the Immigrant Savings Bank. He died in 1916, but he gave very heavily to Catholic charities. Now, it could be a coinkydinky. It's right across the street from the old St. Vincent's Hospital, right over there we talked about on our last shoot. But what stood here before the lot was a White Tower hamburger place. You know, White Castle. It was a White Tower, fast food hamburgers. Before that, it was a gas station. So this triangle here. Now, many people think, if you know the artist Edward Hopper, his famous painting Nighthawks. Oh, look at it! It just happened to happen right here. All right. This is the triangular diner. People think, or folklore, is sat here. And if you look at the background, behind the back there, those buildings, that's these. But this diner never stood here. That's because Edward Hopper is an artist. And Edward Hopper has an imagination. You got that? So that never stood here. That never happened. All right. Now we're talking about art, poetry, music. Today I veered off. Instead of a haiku, I wrote some beat poetry. You ready for this? All right. I gotta get a beat going here. Well, oh president, my president. Knucklehead, dumbass. Which end of the asparagus to eat? Charlie Chan wasn't Chinese. I see who? You. I pedal my bike. Where to go? Arnold Schwarzenegger can't spell his own name. I search for pork chops in the refrigerator, but I find bananas. I walk these solitary streets and see no one. The man's not a man. The woman's not a woman. We are one. Election day. Election day. Come end the nightmare. That's poetry. Beat poetry. Good beat poetry. You don't hear much. You don't hear this too often. All right. I think it's time to go. Until next time, I'll see you in the hood.